Get Gutsy, episode number 208. What do you want more of?
Welcome to Get Gutsy. I'm your host, Jenny Fennig, and I am so excited to be on this journey with you. A cutting-edge show blending business and spirituality, Get Gutsy serves up a potent blend of stories, lessons, and tips to help you make a massive impact in the world through your soul's work and your inspired life. No more going it alone, no more excuses. The world needs more brave women saying yes to leadership. Are you with me? Good. Let's get gutsy now. Hey everyone, Jenny Fennig here. Welcome to Get Gutsy. I gotta be real with you. This is the second time I'm recording this episode. The first one was really good. And I think Mercury retrograde was letting me know it's a real thing, which I already knew. Okay. And it's funny now that my printer just kind of had a little, sometimes your printer turns on, you're like, what? Anyway, the first time we recorded this, my assistant went to go get everything dialed in and get it out. And she was like, the audio is totally off. Like it just keeps doing this weird sound thing. It's like cutting in and out, cutting in and out. Bummer. But the show must go on. We are engaged in round 2. And that's what I got for you today. So, solo episode, what do you want more of? And this is coming out the week after I returned from Phoenix, Arizona. I met the most amazing women in the land of the sun, leaders in every sense of the word. And I honestly had forgotten how much these types of rooms mean to me. This is high octane fuel for my work. You must be willing to travel to spend time with your people. This is a non-negotiable. I've been offering events in my business pretty much since the beginning. Prior to me starting a business, I created conferences for business owners. So I know what happens in rooms that can't happen just online. So make sure that you are doing this. Playing with a pros play brings your game to a whole new level. And for the reason I was in Phoenix was to attend an event that was led by Allie Brown. And I signed up for the event without knowing anyone else who was going. The mystery was so fun to me. I didn't need to know. I didn't need to make sure I had, a bunch of friends going so I would sign up. That's not the way I roll. And that's not really the way leaders roll either. You've got to be willing to go alone. You've got to be willing to go first. And I trusted that Allie Brown would attract powerful leaders because she is a powerful leader. And I've attended several events that she has created through the years. And while I ended up knowing a handful of women in attendance, I immediately felt at home in that room. I walked away with so many solid connections. Oh my gosh, it's like I remembered who I was. Truly. Spending time with ambitious, generous, and fun women changing the world with their work is priceless. Here's something else I remembered. Having a platform is a privilege. And I am not wasting this opportunity. I am not going to hide. I am not holding back because I have this fear that I'm supposed to fit in. And when people really do the deep work with me, you know that I'm not going to allow you to play that game either. It's truly time to go all in. It's time to level up, and it's time to serve more, share more, and sell more. That's what I'm super fired up about. And we're going to dive deeply into this now, because here is the situation. In the grand scheme of things, you are here on earth for a very short time. Within this time you've been given, it is your job to answer the call that's been placed on your soul. I know this sounds really new agey, but it is the truth. My calling is to help you develop your sacred work and take a stand for what you know is real and right in your heart of hearts. And I want you to take this work as far as it's meant to go, in whatever direction it's meant to go, with a group of incredible, ambitious women cheering you on and supporting you. I also want to remind you that there are cycles and seasons to the work. This is especially important to remember as women. We are cyclical creatures. If you ignore this, you will suffer. This work isn't just business. It connects to your family, your health, your community, your deepest desires, obviously your financial wealth. We don't get to graduate from doing the work. The work is the way. Have you read a book by Clarissa Pinkola Estes called Women Who Run with the Wolves? If not, oh my gosh, you need to. That needs to be the next book that you read. It's classic. So many of my clients have read it, or they've read it based on my recommendation. I had heard about that book for so long. It's been around for decades. I finally surrendered to reading it in the last year, I'd say. And oh my gosh, it's one of those ones you'll never forget. And there's a line from the book that I want to share with you now. And it's this: if we could realize that the work is to keep doing the work, we would be much more fierce and much more peaceful. Yes. So in honor of this truth, I want to ask you today, what do you want more of as you do your work? What do you want more of? Let's meditate on this concept of more. So here's some ideas for you. True friends who can count on you and you can count on. Quality time with your partner, with your spouse, and whatever your situation is there. Are you spending enough quality time together? Do you want more sex? Do you want more consistent cash flow? Do you want more travel? Do you want more clients who you are so excited to serve and you don't need to convince them of your value or that they should invest? They just know, they see the magic that you are and they say yes, and they keep showing up for the work. Do you want more impact through a signature program that you're known for in the market and that you love leading? Do you want more time to write? Do you want more support in your business? Support can come in many forms. Maybe it's a virtual assistant. Maybe it's a Facebook ads team. Maybe it's a bookkeeper, a coach, a mastermind, a program. What kind of support do you need? Do you want more support at home? Like, I have a full home life. It would not run without support. Okay. In my case, we have a housekeeper, a babysitter, because I now get food deliveries, this amazing company called Daily Harvest. Maybe you want to have a cook, or maybe you want to have someone who takes care of your lawn. I mean, there's so much here. The home requires support. And often it's the women who tend to be mostly responsible for that. So you really need to look at what you need more support with. Do you want more time with your children, more quality time with your children? Do you want more children? Or some of you are like, no, I don't want any children. And that's okay too. Maybe you want more truth around that, like you are happily child-free, okay? Do you want more activism, more philanthropy, more gratitude, more truth, more peace, more self-expression, more fun, more unscheduled time on your calendar, more baths, more exercise, more time in nature, more connection to your intuition, more reading for pure pleasure, more unplugged time away from technology, more real conversations, more community? There's so much more we could discuss there, but those are simply some idea starters for you. I encourage you to journal about this and take it a step further and be visible around this. Share it publicly. You can hold yourself accountable. You can speak your desires into existence. You can inspire your community to tap into what they want more of. All right, so some thought starters for you in terms of questions. These are writing prompts. What do you want more of? Why? And who must you become to bring more of what you want into the world? Because you can say you want more X, Y, Z, but you must become more X, Y, Z to attract that, to receive that. Does that make sense? It's not just going to happen. You need to really step into this. You need to embody this. Yes. So if this conversation is stirring a few things up for you, I have a few more questions to ask you now. Is your current business in need of a shakeup? Are you afraid to fully go there in your messaging and offers, even though you really want to? Do you want to get your sacred work in front of more people who need your help, but you already have so much on your plate and you just don't see how it's possible? Are you tired of just barely scratching the surface on what's possible for your impact, influence, and income? I can help you. I can help you. This is what I do. This is my genius. If you're willing to fully take a stand with your work, when you take a stand, you become a power brand. All right, I want to talk to you now about power brands and why they're important. Having a power brand is essential. Your brand, and of course the reputation that backs it up. A brand is not simply a logo. It's like not a brand at all. It's the energy of the promise. It's what you deliver. You've got to have that solid reputation. It nets you clients, cash, opportunities, an amazing life where you change the world with your work consistently. And there is an official definition of a power brand. According to Cambridge Dictionary, a power brand is a product that is very well known in its market and sells in large quantities. All right, I'll say that again. A product that is very well known in its market and sells in large quantities. So, are you very well known in your market? I'll ask women that. Sometimes they'll say, well, locally I am, but outside of my local geography, no one knows who I am, and they want to change that. Do your well-priced offerings sell well? Are you truly bringing your best self to your sacred work and the business? If not, what's stopping you? Most likely you are hiding out and you are focusing on the wrong things in your business, like tinkering around with your website instead of making offers, getting paid, and helping people. You really have to look at where you can make the biggest impact with the energy that you have, with the time that you have. I know that you've got a full life. So do I. I don't have 24/7 to work on this business and to grow things and be, on social media every hour of the day. It's just not going to happen. I don't want that to be my life, right? So I've got to look at what are those biggest places that I focus my energy and get the biggest return. Okay. Power brands stand out from the crowd. They are intriguing, provocative, aspirational, bold, consistent, engaging, courageous, transformational. Power brands are confident enough to stand apart from the crowd and take a stand for what they believe in. You're going to hear me talk a lot about taking a stand this year. Power brands are a force of nature. This force translates into greater impact, influence, and income. It's time for you to become a power brand. To step into this next level of your expansion, you must claim your vision that is so bold, so audacious, so confident that the sheer force of your commitment has a transformational effect on everyone you touch. And I've got some exciting news for you. This is exactly what I'm going to help a powerful group of women do in Power Brand Camp. Oh yeah, we have something awesome for you. So I first led Power Brand Camp last year. I've led it one other time. It's really the compilation of all my experience, everything that I've done the last 10 plus years of running my own business, and then 10 plus years working in other people's businesses, building other people's brands. Yeah. And I've distilled it down into Power Brand Camp. Okay. What we do is we have, 6 different trainings, 6 different areas that we look at. And for this next round, we're going to be journeying together for 5 weeks, making moves, leveling up with me as your fierce guide. And these areas are what you need to look at so that you can share more, serve more, sell more through this lens of taking a stand. You must be willing to have a bold opinion. This is a non-negotiable. You must be willing to be provocative. And for a lot of women, this is scary because we were taught, you can't be too opinionated because then you're a bitch and people don't like you. And we all wanted to be liked. But I know there are things right now that are really, really irritating you, frustrating you, exciting you, all of it. It's like you want to follow the energy of those emotions, of those feelings, because that carries heat for you, that carries fire. And we harness that fire and we turn that fire into solutions for the market and positions that you're putting out there. Okay. And through you taking this position, this stand, you will attract in those clients who are absolutely magnetized to you. And they are so wanting to connect with you, learn from you, be helped by you. And absolutely, you'll repel those who don't like your position, who don't like your opinion, who don't like the stand that you're taking. You get it? But it's worth it, because we're going to weed out those who aren't meant to come with us on this next stage of your business building journey or leadership journey. And you're going to attract in the most incredible clients who you're just so freaking pumped to serve and to work with. You got it? So I'm going to give you the link to the page. There are 2 levels to choose from. You're actually going to be blown away by the pricing. Okay. And I'll give you a little backstory there in a moment. there are two levels to choose from, regular and VIP. When you see VIP, that's for those of you who want to work with me in person. This May, I have an event called Take a Stand Live. Heads up, the event's already 50% full, and it's going to be one of those things you'll never forget. It's one of those pivot point moments in your life. So if you want to come and work with me in person this May, then you'll want to sign up for the VIP level. There is a brief application. I curate rooms, I curate groups. And so we want to make sure that this is a right fit, you're a right fit. But take a look at the VIP level. And it also includes my cash flow clarity workshop. All right. And that's something that you can dive into once you step in the doors. Okay. So last time we led this, the pricing was, it was around $1,500 for Power Brand Camp. And it was freaking hot. Like because of the way it's designed, it's very intensive so that you can't kind of lose your way. You can't lose that momentum. Like we're really connecting powerfully over this kind of a short timeline. You know, it's 5 weeks. It's not 5 months. It's 5 weeks. Okay. For this round. And I got this hit and actually an idea from a colleague of mine who was sharing about one of her programs and how this round they had drastically reduced the price by like 80%. And she was sharing her results and just her joy and her energy around it. And they had more people sign up than like ever. And I was so excited by that. You know, this work of taking a stand, which to me is what you do when you are a power brand. And so many amazing things happen for you as a result. And it's really what this world needs. We need more women standing in their power. We need more wealthy, empowered women. And when you're a power brand, that's what's going on. And I want to see more women taking a stand and remembering why they got into this field in the first place. Because it's not just to, post pretty pictures on social media and to pretend everything's fabulous. We got a lot of things going on in the world, and your work can make a difference. Your work can absolutely make a difference. The more money you earn, the more you can give to causes that you're passionate about, the more that you can support your family. You can have, a glorious life, but we can also give back to those organizations that are doing that on the ground work to help marginalized groups, disenfranchised groups. We can really help right the ship. Okay. And so this to me is personal, and it's what I'm most excited about right now. And I'm kind of just coming out. You're going to hear me talking more and more about this. And if you're feeling it too, then you know what's up, and you need to be in Power Brand Camp. So that being said, the investment is so affordable and you should come in. Okay. If you're listening to this before April 1st, then we have early bird pricing. If it's after April 1st, then it's our regular price, which is still amazing. And you can go to jennyfennig.com/brand, jennyfennig.com/brand, get all the details, and come and join us. Come and join us. You are the one you've been waiting for. Claim what you want more of, and know that you are allowed to want more. In fact, wanting more is your superpower. That's your superpower. It's not wrong to want more. It's not bad to want more. You wanting more means that you are willing to expand and touch more lives and receive more abundance. And that is a glorious thing. Taking a sip of my tea. My throat started getting that like tingly feeling. I'm on the tail end of a cough. I might cough right now. Mm-hmm. And it's so interesting because our body tends to speak to us. And so for me, this whole coming out around taking a stand in power brands and using your platform for social justice and social change, that's like my voice is changing as a result. I'm so excited to see where I will be and this business will be at the end of this year. I don't know. It's going to be awesome, but it feels very unknown and exciting. And it's like this new terrain. You might be feeling like that too in your business. And just know, I got you. We're going to do this thing. We're going to do it together. And I would love to have you in Power Brand Camp. This calls out to you. All right. So claim what you want more of. Open up to lead and receive on an entirely new level. And you're allowed. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Keep coming back for more. We have a lot of fantastic episodes. We have some amazing guests that you're going to be hearing from. I've got more solos for you. And what I ask is that you take that action and you stop waiting, because you are the one you've been waiting for. This is Jenny Fenig sending you so much love, magic, and confidence as you get gutsy. I'll see you next time.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Get Gutsy as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. Are you responsible for leading and growing your spiritual business? If so, I have a free tool for you that will help you spread your message like wildfire. It's called the Sacred Marketing Puzzle, and it's a one-page PDF guide that simplifies the often mysterious and confusing world of marketing. When you use sacred marketing tools to amplify your message, you'll provide huge value to your tribe and grow your business. What are you waiting for? Go to jennyfenig.com/puzzle to get yours instantly. That's jennyfenig.com/puzzle. Gutsy leaders, unite.